to This Very Moment Collective. You are right on time whenever you're watching this. This reading is timeless. We'll be tapping into our spirit guides, our angels, to see what the universe has for us in this very moment. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like. Ooh, 10 of Cups. Nice. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And let's get into this moment. So honestly, right away, I'm getting a strong energy of someone really trying to bait collective. It seems like people are trying to convince you that things are not as they appear. Definitely picking up on a big shift, and it does not seem like you are any longer connecting to this narrative, connected maybe even to some people. We have blocked and the false card here. So there's a strong energy that you are already aware of the false narrative around you. You're already aware of people and their tactics. It feels like someone is trying to control you, or maybe even a group of people are trying to control you. It is giving high school energy. So maybe this is like a work situation or some situation where there would be multiple people around to kind of team up. Now, with all of that being said, we have blocked and false. So this could be a collective of people that you have already blocked. The block card in this deck is more energetic, but it can 1000% be, yes, you are very much so blocked on my phone. You could not contact me even if you wanted to type energy. So that could be the situation. But the false card at the bottom, it says documents, information, statements, and agreement. So someone didn't hold up to their side of the agreement, or someone made a statement that was completely false. Someone twisted some information, made it false, or, conjured up a fake receipt with the documents card being there. So definitely kind of giving like a catty energy. Now, the interesting thing is I'm feeling a big shift, and the cards that just came out of the tarot just confirmed it. Let's see what else we got. Oh my God, I love this energy. We got the Sun card, the Magician. I see you getting out of a situation by the skin of your teeth, collective. Exactly what you know and are feeling intuitively is 100% right here. We got the 10 of Cups, but it's coming out with the Strength card reverse, letting me know that you're stepping into happily ever after. 10 of Cups is actually more of a romantic card, talking about like stepping into a marriage or a long-term relationship. It can also be just internal fulfillment and happiness. So this could be you stepping into your beautiful forever home. And then you got the, what do they call them? People that want to come in and try to live with you. I'm blanking, but it's like literally on the tip of my tongue. There's a word for it because people have picked up on this energy. Usually they wait till it gets a little colder, but it's looking like for you, collective, people are already coming at you, unfortunately, in this energy. So we got the 10 of Cups with the Strength card reverse. This is an energy of someone latching onto you as you're stepping into 10 of Cups, your happily ever after. Like I said, usually that's romance based. So for collective, there's likely a strong, you know what? I'm just remembering. When I was shuffling, there was like a strong masculine energy that wanted to come out, but it just kept jumping up from the deck. It didn't come all the way out on the table. So I didn't take it. And I was feeling that before, that there was like a strong masculine energy coming in. So this doesn't have to be like a man coming into your life. This could be someone who will offer you long-term partnership. This could be someone in their masculine energy, in the sense that they're a team player. They're putting in effort and they're, providing, protecting, someone who's ambitious, someone who has a good life force, someone who isn't completely depleted, etc. So we did have that energy. But yeah, 10 of Cups, usually romance based, but it can also talk about personal fulfillment. So going back to what I was saying before, this could be you getting your forever home and you got people trying to latch onto you and create some false narrative like, oh, you screwed me over with this contract, so you should let me stay with you for a few months. It's very much so giving ex that you have blocked, that maybe you had a lease with, maybe you did swerve off on them. Honestly, I can't blame you, especially if you're dealing with someone who won't agree. And that took me so long personally to accept that, especially in relationships, especially if that person still wants to hang on, they will just not agree so that you can't leave. And if you sit there trying to force them to agree, you can waste so much time or end up trapped into a karmic cycle. So I had to learn the hard way. I just saw 444. For you, hopefully that doesn't have to be the case. Actually, it looked like you had already moved away from that. We have Ancestors and Intuitive Kev. Intuitive Kev is the creator of this deck. So you are showing up as the Oracle, very tapped in, and I feel like the thing is just Strength card reverse. collective is kind of run out of energy. It's like, yes, we're stepping into 10 of Cups, long-term fulfillment, forever goals. This could be you getting into a stable career. I'm hearing 10 years plus. So whatever this is, it's going to serve you for 10 years plus. For some of you, that could be you. I've always wanted to travel, getting to travel, the perfect opportunity to do so super low cost or for free. Or for some of you, this could be like, again, this is finally you securing a home, and it's gonna, be around for 10 years, and then maybe you'll get another home down the line. Like I'm hearing 10-year long fulfillment. So this could be a career that you end up in for 10 years, etc. You're showing up as intuitive Kev. So I don't think it's that you don't know what's going on, but strength card reverse, it feels like a lot has gone on. I just saw 555. So you're just running out of energy, and it does get hard at a certain point to tell, like, okay, is someone genuine? Is this person trying to mess with me? What is going on here? The good thing is your ancestors are on deck supporting you with that ancestor card, and you are tapped in. So I would say trust your first intuition. The first intuition you get on a situation, trust that it is correct. We have emotional pain and health concerns. So I'm getting an energy that these people that are trying to bother you, or this person, it could either be that they're trying to cause you emotional pain, especially if you have caused them emotional pain in any way. It's kind of giving like the narc losing their narcissistic supply, to be honest. So I don't want to be biased and be like, oh no, my collective's perfect. They didn't do anything. This person is just, trying to pull at straws. But from all the other cards, that is the vibe that it's getting. Like someone trying to cause you emotional pain because they're upset that they're losing access to you. And we got the health concern card. Another way that I am seeing this is someone could be having a health scare, and that is what has them clinging to you. Especially if this is someone who is blocked. This person has likely been blocked for a long time. And also, this could be an energy coming in more as a warning from spirit to be aware that as soon as you secure that house, secure that job, that opportunity coming in, this person is also coming in right away. So be aware so that you don't get caught off guard. But we got karmic masculine. We got karmic masculine. So I'm very much so seeing that this is a masculine that is in your energy, trying to affect you, control you, impact you, eat off of you as well, benefit from you and your blessings. Your calling is raising at this time. Your calling is getting higher, and it is your calling. So when you share information with people, just understand they may not support it. Or agree with whatever you're receiving, in terms of like spiritual downloads and messages and ideas and different, even business related ideas, because it wasn't given to them. And I feel that spirit is specifically giving you everything you need to know so that people aren't able to pocket watch you and know so much and get in your way and affect your life. I mean, I've literally heard horror stories of people with hater partners that will literally, this girl just a few weeks ago, video just popped up. She was talking about, I've been working and preparing for this exam for weeks, and my partner knew it, and literally they turned off my alarm, and I was almost late, and this is something I couldn't retake. She basically goes over the whole thing, and she's talking about this, and she, like, his excuse was, well, you were working so hard, I wanted you to sleep in. Like, people will literally talk to you as if you have not one brain cell. Like, and you cannot understand and pick up what is actually going on. So when you're dealing with people like that, people who will not agree that the relationship is toxic and let you go, or people who will gaslight you and they won't agree to what they're doing or admit what they're doing, with those people, the best thing to do is to just completely disengage. And it looks like you've done that with the blocked card. You already saw the false narrative, weren't feeling it, your own blessings coming in, thank the Lord. After strength card reverse, a period of extreme hardship. And a lot of you had to manifest your way out of that situation. Like, it's giving miracle. We have the Magician and the Sun. And the Sun card represents like an extreme level of surrender to the higher power. The Sun is kind of like being a child again. And as a child, your parents decide to you what's for dinner. They decide when you're going on vacation. They decide what you feel like they feel like you deserve. It's a huge vulnerability and a huge level of surrender. Strength card reverse, the cycle that collective is getting out of has kind of pushed them into that surrender. And now it feels good. good. And now things are kind of going well. So it's like, you know what, this is working. So maybe it's not direct manifestation, but you've been manifesting through extreme surrender. And I'm seeing a pink sunset. I'm seeing a pink sunset. I don't know what is significant about that, but I'm seeing a pink sunset. And I just get like the vibe that that represents peace, love, joy, you know, sitting on your porch in your new home, or sitting at your desk with your morning coffee at your new job. Whatever that manifestation is, whatever your intention would be, I feel like that pink sunset kind of represents we're finally here. But that may be something on your vision board, that may be a specific message for someone, or, you know, something personal and deep to you. But that's what I'm seeing, like a really pink sunset. We got the Tower reverse, the Ten of Swords reverse, and the Two of Swords reverse. You've been completely illuminated. Two of Swords reverse, you're no longer in, you know, the dark. And Ten of Swords reverse, you have even kind of skipped timelines and avoided some really low vibrational karma. Tower reversed, it seems like the Tower is still coming down on someone, but because you're not there, and we did have emotional pain and health concerns, so with the karmic masculine, so that definitely aligns, you're no longer there to take on that aftershock. You know, when spirit gets to handing out, you know, whoopings, it's kind of like a literal whooping. If you've ever, well, not everyone, maybe that's a bit too niche of an example, but if you know, you know. Okay, you're at your cousin's house staying the night, once they mama come in with that bell talking about you too loud, honestly, if you even give direct eye contact and you was quiet the whole night, you could still get it. So that may be like a super niche example, but that's the energy, you know, when the Tower comes crashing down, when you're around, you will be negatively affected by it, even if that person committed some crime against you. So this could be like, say this is a relationship and you're in a relationship with that person and they do you dirty, you break up, and then you end up getting back together. When that karma finally comes around, say, you know, this person, their karma is for their car to break down and them to lose their job because of it. If you're riding around with that person, you're going to have to sit at the side of the road with that person, and you're going to have that huge inconvenience. And that's just an example. It could be so much worse, like depending on how the karma comes through. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4. So collective, you've done the right thing, you know, being away, having people blocked, ignoring the false statements. For those of you who are trapped in any situation still, like in a job or a relationship, I do see that help is on the way. And to be honest, extreme radical surrender will be very, very fulfilling at this time. I feel like it'll really help you. We have Faith and Commander Ashtar. Faith with humanity and benevolence. It says stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and see the light in the world. So Spirit is saying this is not the time to be woe is me and to assume that you'll never find love, or you'll never find good coworkers, or you'll never find a good friend group. This is just the time to remain connected to your humanity and wait for your blessing. It's like, yeah, Spirit is showing me a helicopter. You're being airlifted out of this situation. Oh my God, I just got chills. You're being airlifted out of this situation, and Spirit is really coming through. So definitely manifest at this time, set intention, and beyond that, literally release it and allow Spirit to bring you your blessing. Sun card. Allow yourself to be a child of the divine once again, and allow Spirit to come through and work some magic on the situation. We have the call to action. It says, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. You know so much in your head. Now it's time to start taking action based on what you know. So this means, honestly, I'm a huge fan of ChatGPT to work through real life problems. This could mean, say you want to own your first home. If you have to, ask ChatGPT what the resources are. I actually had a health issue with my cat a few days ago and I had to take her to an emergency vet, but this girl has never had a health issue, anything like that. So I was just so thrown off. I did not know what to do. I asked ChatGPT, like, can you give me like, you know, a good low cost vet in my area, because I've literally never been. And ChatGPT was like, yep, here you go, and literally linked me up with the best possible resource, so I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg because I did not have insurance on my grill. Now I do, but you know, ChatGPT can be so freaking helpful in so many ways. ChatGPT will literally help you reverse engineer a plan, and you don't have to use that. You can literally use, your own mind, because honestly, once you know what your goal is, it's really not that hard to kind of say, okay, what are the steps to get here? Or what have I seen other people do that have got to this position? What are the YouTube videos available? What is the information available on Google? So if you're just kind of like anti-AI, that's cool too. You don't need to use it. You can even ask, someone in your close circle what their neutral opinion is. You can reach out to resources in your city, but if that's your goal, for an example, home ownership, literally ask ChatGPT, okay, this is my state or my city, my area, my country. What is available to me? How can I make this happen by 6 months from now? And walk that talk, because I feel like you've been trying to communicate to people what their potential is. You've been trying to tell people like, this is what you can do, and you haven't been doing that yourself, almost as if you're waiting for them to agree. That's a huge collective message right now. Don't wait for them to agree. But yeah, there's like this energy of you like trying to hold, someone's hand and bring them into that new life with you. But Spirit is telling you this is your time now to move and to have, this blessing that is for you. The blessing may not be for them. So let's take it. We got openness. I'm really drawn to all the stars in the background, and you got like the little constellations lined out on this card too. So use your astrology in your favor. There could be a transit coming up that's really good for manifestation. You can ask ChatGPT that too, or you can also look that up online. And we got the fulfillment card, and the moon is again in the back on this card. So the moon is significant for you in some way. The moon is the opposite of the sun, and the moon usually represents your emotions, your feelings, but also your intuitive nature. So I feel like your feminine nature is kind of working against you at this time, making you empathetic towards people, but at the same time being able to tap in intuitively and see what's going on. So it's a huge mind F. It's definitely time to rise above that. I see fulfillment coming for you, and I see the doors opening for you. So definitely take advantage of those opportunities. Use the resources that you have. Do not take the bait. Someone is clearly trying to reel you in. I feel like with guilt, with some emotional pain, they can be coming to you crying, trying to, guilt trip you, or with a health concern, looking for some help or even shelter for some of them, with you guys leveling up and having success in that. Do not let them in. It's like a vampire, you got to invite them in for them to fully come into your life. So definitely let's make sure we're not, inviting people in that don't deserve to be there. And that's what I got for us today, collective. My Etsy shop is in the description if you would like your own private tarot reading. I got custom spell work and manifestation candles on there as well. So if you need some help with that, holla at your girl. And that's what I have for us today. I'll talk to you soon.